anyways. So let's get started. If you don't mind saying hello and where you're from, maybe. I'd just like to know who's out there. So if you want to pop those in the comments, that'd be great. If not, we're going to be doing there was a lot of interest in this one. So these are a little lesson on some G licks, and this is a beginner lesson. We're going to talk about the key of G, the chords to play, and some basic kind of, they're not real involved, but they do sound really good, and there's a lot you can do with them. So I'll show you a couple of different, maybe not so much as licks, but there's definitely fills in between the chords. So if you don't have your guitar, grab it and play along. We'll need to know 3 chords for this little, what do you call it, a song or just kind of a G phrase. You'll need to know a G chord, a C chord, and a D chord. And that's pretty much it. So for the key of G, those 3 chords. And also, as well as like saying hello, let me know if you are familiar with the G major pentatonic scale. That's really what this is all built around. So depending on your level, if you don't know what that is, it doesn't matter. We're not going to get into the detail and theory of it. Just curious to see who knows out there. So in the key of G, with those 3 chords, you can do a lot of different work. And with the pentatonic scale in G, the cool thing and why I work with folks on this being one of the first scales they learn is because all the open strings are in the scale. So any of those notes in that pentatonic scale that you play will sound great over those 3 chords. And that's why these little licks work so cool. Oh, what's up, Don? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so I can't see the comments here.
I can't either.
Oh. All right, so unless I'm able to see your comments, if you're here and say hello and I miss you, I'm really sorry. Thanks for everyone who's tuning in and watching at least. But if you leave a comment, hopefully they'll pop up here. And we can answer your questions as we go along. So a couple things for this lesson, along with that G, C, and D chord that you'll need to know. The pentatonic scale, or the G major pentatonic scale, just real quick, I'll kind of call out where those notes are. And I'm going to be saying like the numbers of my fingers. Oh, Ontario. Oh, good. I do see the comment. So what's up, Don? How you doing? With the G major pentatonic scale, I'm going to call out kind of the notes of that scale, and those are the ones you'll know that'll sound good.
David.
We've got David from Minnesota. What's up? It's probably cooler there than here. It is burning up in Ohio, by the way. It's so hot outside. So, G major pentatonic scale starts on the G or the 6th string 3rd fret. And this entire pentatonic scale you can play with 2 fingers. Index finger, middle finger. Keep them together. So you start here on the 6th string, 3rd fret. Then you play an open, 5th string. 2nd fret, 5th string. Open 4th string. 2nd fret, 4th string. Open 3rd string. 2nd fret, 3rd string. Open 2nd string. 3rd fret, 2nd string. Open 1st string, 3rd fret, 1st string. And Terry's here too. What's up, Terry? Thanks for joining in. Got some members here in the watching tonight. So I was saying before, for those of you that are members in the Relax Learn Guitar, I'll post this lesson. I've actually made one already that's going to go in the membership. That's going to have the tablature that shows the tabs for what we'll learn tonight with these little fills and licks. Okay? If you don't know the G major pentatonic scale, that's okay. I'm not going to get into the theory of it. I was just showing folks where it is on the neck, because all the little, all those notes we'll play tonight will fall into that category of that scale. And I've got lots of stuff in the membership on much more specific and in detail lessons for scales, especially the pentatonic scale. Excellent. Okay. So the other thing for this lesson you'll need to know is a hammer-on. So it's more involved, I think, than other lessons I've done. but it's not intimidating. And again, you can do these little things and it's going to make you sound really good. So playing a G chord, get used to playing the bass and then down up strum. Bass, down up, bass, down up. And we'll start out nice and slow. For that C chord, you're going to get used to doing the same thing, playing the bass, then down up. Bass root note for a C is the 5th string. Okay? Do this until you annoy all your neighbors, your friends, significant others. Then we're going to throw in a hammer-on. The cool thing about the pentatonic scale is that hammer-ons in the 2nd fret sound really good with these chords. So if we're a G, you can play 6, down, up. Then you play the 5th string, pluck it. So hammer-ons when you pluck a string and then hammer back down on it. So it's in the G chord, it's the 5th string you're hammering down onto the 2nd fret with your index finger. So if you're just seeing that, it's, and obviously that's where the name hammer-on comes from. You're hammering down on the string, and it sounds really good. You can even drag it out. Okay, get used to doing that. And, oh, Bill's watching. What's up, Bill? Thanks for tuning in. Say which Bill it was. Oh, Bill Sedgwick, what's up? Thanks for tuning in, man. You need to grab a guitar and follow along if you're not already. C chord. Same principle, same cool sound. So C is on the 5th string root. So bass, down, up, bass, down, up. The hammer-on is going to happen also on that 2nd fret. Only this time you're going to be using your middle finger, hammering down onto the 2nd fret of that 4th string. So it's this. And what you can see there is you're already playing that note in the chord already. You're already, you know, in the G chord, back to that one. Your index finger on that 5th string 2nd fret, that's already part of the chord. Okay? And the C, your middle finger on the 4th string 2nd fret, that's already part of the C chord. Okay? Then the D chord, what you're going to need to do is just alternate playing the 4th string, down, up, and then 5th string, down, up. There's no hammer-ons on that D chord. And that's going to be the basis. That is always going to happen in this little exercise, if you want to call it that. And now we're going to throw in some G licks or fills in between the chords. Okay? So by this point, you obviously don't have to do it all tonight, but you can take that back and practice it to get good at that little passage there. Then throw in these licks. So the meat of the lesson is a couple of, like 3 different licks. You're going to start with this. So I'll kind of play it through what you're going for so you can hear what it sounds like. Again. Back to the C. D. that's kind of the whole thing I want to show you tonight. So once you got those chords and that structure down, those hammer-ons, we'll start with the lick. It's the, you're basically starting at the end of that major pentatonic scale and going down. And it's ring finger, first string, 3rd fret, pick down. Then open, first string, picking up. Then move your ring finger down to the 2nd string, also on the 3rd fret, pick down. And then pick that 2nd string open, picking up. Then you're going to go to the 3rd string with your middle finger on the 2nd fret, picking down. And then that 3rd string open, picking up. It's like a lot of words to get to this sound. Okay, picking down, up, alternating picking. All right, Greg is here from Cleveland, Ohio. Ohio in the house. What's up, Greg? Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so it's alternating picking, and that means down and then up. Starts on that 1st string, 3rd fret, then open, I'm gonna pick up. Then the second part of it is the 2nd string on the 3rd fret, down and then up, open. And then the last one is the 3rd string, 2nd fret, down, and then open on that 3rd string up. And just take it real slow at first. You just want to work into this, to the G. If you just kind of played that much before your G chord and get that into your practice and into your memory, you'll be doing really good, because that's just the bulk of it. And it's kind of country bluegrassy, and a lot of times those guys are playing. And you can work up to that, but before that, I always tell folks, slow everything down when you're first learning it. Okay? Then you repeat that little lick. And go to your C chord. Repeat the lick. Do the G. You're going to repeat the lick, go to the D, and that's just gonna, there's no kind of picking in there, just the alternating 4th and 5th string. Okay, so that's kind of the first half. Gotta tap my foot to make sure I'm playing in time. Get comfortable with it, you can speed it up a little. Oops. So after you play that D, we're going to do what's called a walk down. Fancy term for notes descending. So you play the D on that 4th string, strum down, 5th string, strum down, 4th string, strum down, and back up, 5th string, down, up. Then it's open on the 4th string, 5th string, 3rd fret, 5th string, 2nd fret, open 5th string, and you'll land on the G. So all this is built around that G tone, which is the 6th string, 3rd fret. So you have this. Okay? There's a lot of that in there. So hopefully, just say yep or thumbs up if this is all kind of making sense and it's working for you. And again, start out slow, work your way up as far as speed. I always tell folks, make sure it's accurate first and then fast later. Okay? So by then you've worked through all those parts. All right. Getting some thumbs up, so that's good. That's making sense. Again, this is kind of starter level, beginner level. If it takes you a while to get it, that's totally fine. And you don't got to be fancy to sound good. I always tell folks, if it sounds good, it is good. So after all that, you're going to end with the mother of all G licks. So that little... You're going to hear that if you listen to any kind of country or bluegrass stuff. We were in Gatlinburg for vacation back in October. And I just love going there, seeing incredible musicians. But if I had a nickel, every time I heard that, I'd be rich. So I'm going to show you that lick, and then you can end anything in the key of G with this lick here. You can also use a capo with these and do a lot of stuff. Play the same licks, use a capo and change the key. So that little ending lick there to kind of wrap up the whole little exercise is starting on the 6th string 3rd fret. I use my middle finger here. Okay, so it's easier to do these pull hammer-ons and flicks with my index finger. So you start on the 6th string 3rd fret. You're going to play the 5th string open, hammer on to the 2nd fret. So it's kind of fast there. And what's cool is, if you go back to that major pentatonic scale, that open 5th string and that 2nd fret of that 5th string are in that pentatonic scale. Okay? Do that. I'm a big preacher when it comes to breaking things down to little pieces and getting good at the pieces, and then put it all together. This next part is on the it's played on the 4th string. You're going to pluck the string one time, but you're going to get 3 different notes or tones out of it. So pluck it once, pretty hard. Hammer on down to that, using your index finger, hammer on down to the 2nd fret. And you're going to kind of flick off so that that open string sounds again. Pluck, pluck, hammer, flick. So you have, and then you end with just an open 3rd string. Sorry. So strum the G. That's kind of the quintessential G lick there. You'll hear, folks. That's kind of the speed you'll hear the bluegrass players play it at. For the purpose of this lesson, you can take it really slow. If you're kind of ending the song, it's going to sound a little like this. You can even play that 6th string one more time before you strum that last G. So you have, that's kind of the, like I said, the quintessential. So you're working on this. Richard said it sounds awesome, doesn't it? Like it's not that you have to be an awesome player to get it, but it, like I said, it sounds good, and you can apply this to a lot of different songs, a lot of different keys, and it's just a happy little key of G. Like, play that and try to be sad. that you can. So, kind of your homework to work on is getting really good at the G, C, and D with that little hammer-on. Terry said, sweet sound. It is. You should definitely add this one to your practice schedule. So again, for the members here, Terry's one of them. I'll put this into the membership area, and I'll put tablature for all these little fills and licks, so you can, you know, sometimes people do better to kind of look at it and see it and play it to get it all. So I'll put that in there for you guys. Might take me a couple days, but I'll do it. The other thing with this is you can do it as slow as you like. Kind of laid back. You can drag it out. But no matter what you do, landing with that lick is going to sound good. Okay? And then you can work your way up to being much faster. If I play it really fast, I'm sure I'll mess it up, but we'll try. Bluegrass folks will play it like even 4 times faster than that. So, wow, 7:25. So if anybody has questions, now would be a good time to pop those in the comments, and I'll try to get to them. Otherwise, really take this lesson, the chords, the hammer-ons, and these little fills, and work on it. You won't be disappointed. It's great for so many things. It trains your ear. It's going to train your muscle memory. It's obviously going to help your dexterity and your picking, because that alternating picking does take a while to get used to, that down up. If you haven't kind of done some picking exercises, might be a good idea to do that. Got a thumbs up, so is that from John? What's up, John? Thanks for tuning in. All right, I'm gonna wrap things up here then, I guess. Again, I love talking to you guys. If you have questions, let me know. If you have not signed up for the email list, head over to relaxlearnguitar.com. You can pop your email in there, and I will send you lessons right to your inbox to help you get started.